Pleasant moment, everybody. In this presentation, we are going to tackle on the guiding principles of agricultural extension. Principles are generalized guidelines which form the basis for decision and action in a consistent way. The basic principles of extension, which have been observed and found to hold under varying conditions and circumstances. In the Philippines, the diverse ethnicity in each region is very complex. That's why certain principles must be considered prior to extension implementation. There are 11 known principles of agricultural extension: principle of cultural difference, grassroots principle, 3. Principle of indigenous knowledge, principle of interests and needs, principle of learning and doing, principle of participation, 7. Family principle, principle of leadership, principle of adaptability, principle of satisfaction, principle of evaluation. First principle is cultural difference. Culture simply means social heritage. There is a cultural difference between the extension agents and the farmers. Differences may exist between groups of farmers as well. These arise from differences in their habits, customs, values, attitudes, and way of life. Extension work, to be successful, must be carried out in harmony with the cultural pattern of the people. In the grassroots principle, extension programs should start with local groups, local situations, and local problems. It should fit to the local conditions, and the change should start from the existing situation. For the principle of indigenous knowledge systems, people everywhere have indigenous knowledge systems which they have inherited over generations and developed through years of work experience as well to solve problem in their own specific way. The indigenous knowledge systems encompass all aspects of life, and people consider it essential for their survival. Instead of ignoring the indigenous knowledge systems as outdated, the extension agent should try to understand them and their ramifications in the life of the people before proceeding to recommend something new to them. In the principle of interests and needs, people's interests and needs are the starting points of extension work. To identify the real needs and interests of the people are challenging tasks. The extension agents should not pass on their own needs and interests as those of the people. Extension work shall be successful only when it is based on the interests and needs of the people as they see them. Learning remains far from perfect unless people get involved in actually doing the work. Learning by doing is most effective in changing people's behavior. This develops confidence as it involves maximum number of sensory organs. People should learn what to do, why to do, how to do, and with what results. Principle of participation. Most people in the village community should willingly cooperate and participate in identifying the problems, planning of projects for solving the problems, and implementing the projects in getting the desired results. It has been the experience in many countries that people become dynamic if they take decisions concerning their own affairs, exercise responsibility for, and are helped to carry out projects in their own areas. Participation of the people is of fundamental importance for the success of an extension program. People must share in developing and implementing the program and feel that it is their own program. Family principle. Family is the primary unit of the society. The target for extension work should therefore be the family, that is, developing the family as a whole, economically and socially. Not only the farmers, the farm women and farm youth are also to be involved in extension programs. Principle of leadership. Identifying different types of leaders and working through them is essential in extension. Local leaders are the custodians of local thought and action. Their involvement and legitimization are essential for the success of a program. Leadership traits are to be developed in the people so that they of their own shall seek change from less desirable to more desirable situation. The leaders may be trained and developed to act as carriers of change in the villages. Principle of adaptability. Extension work and extension teaching methods must be flexible and adopted to suit the local conditions. This is necessary because the people, their situation, their resources, and constraints vary from place to place and time to time. Principle of satisfaction. The end product of extension work should produce satisfying results for the people. Satisfying results reinforce learning and motivate people to seek further improvement. Principle of evaluation. There should be a system built into the extension program to find out, on a continuous basis, the extent to which the results obtained are in agreement with the objectives fixed earlier. Evaluation should indicate the gaps and steps to be taken for further improvement. I hope that this presentation was able to help you understand the guiding principles of extension. Now, before doing extension works, consider those principles. Thank you for your time.